Hello and welcome to Prenatal. This evening we will be stretching and strengthening and connecting to baby, practicing some relaxation techniques as well. So whenever you're ready, soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just allow yourself to begin to breathe your body. Just allow yourself to connect to your breath slowly. Breathing in, breathing out. Try to lengthen your spine here. Soften your jaw. Checking in with yourself, how you feel, and where you're at. Just allow your mind's eye to connect to the breath as you breathe in through your nose. Feel your breath moving all the way down your heart center, breathing your baby. And then slowly as you exhale, hug your baby towards your back. Release the breath. 2 more breaths like this. Feel free to practice with your eyes closed or open your eyes. And when you're ready, tilt your right ear over towards your shoulder. Let your left hand slide off your lap and stretch your arm away from your hip. Take a couple of breaths down the left side of your neck, into the shoulder, down the arm. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, both the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, soften them down your back. And then slowly release your left ear to your shoulder, sliding your right hand away from your hip. Press your fingers into the earth and focus on the stretch down the right side of your neck, your shoulder, down your arm. When you're ready, on your next exhale, lift your head back to center, hand back onto your lap, and then breathe both shoulders once again up towards your earlobes. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, relax them down towards your hip. Placing your hands on your baby bump, wherever it feels most comfortable. Soften your gaze once again or close your eyes. Just allow a few moments to connect to your babe. Notice as you take your breath in, you feel the babe being received into your hands. As you exhale, hug your belly back towards your spine. A couple more. And then slowly release your hands back to your lap. Inhale, both shoulders again up towards your ears. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, soften them down your back. Just begin by making big circular movement with your body, rotating about 3 or 4 times in one direction slowly. Begin to feel your lower back getting a nice little opening, stretch. Switch the direction. And a couple more times, feel it in the hip. And slowly come back to center. Lengthen your spine. Either leaning back on your hands as you bring your legs into forward, or sit right up on top of your sit bones. And point your toes up towards the sky here, flexing, feeling a nice little opening or stretch in the back of the calf and behind the knee. And then slowly undulate your feet, point the feet forward. And then just relax your legs and tap your legs against the earth. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Again, getting comfortable on your bottom, holding either your feet or your toes, ankles, or your hands on either side of your feet. Close your eyes, and as you exhale, begin to tilt forward. Just slowly tilting forward, breathing the baby, breathing into your lower back, breathing in, breathing out. Rounding out the spine as you slowly come back up to center, drawing your shoulders over top of your hips, lifting your head over top of your shoulders, and then closing your legs together, stretching them out in front. A little tap here. Coming back to a cross-legged seated position, and we'll move into some spinal seated side twist. Lengthen your arms away from your side body. Open your hands up wide and your fingers so you feel energized right down to the tips of your fingers. Inhale, slowly draw your arms up towards the sky into a victorious V. And then as you're ready, exhale, float your arms down and turn to look over your back shoulder. Just take a couple of breaths here. If you're feeling tight in the upper back or shoulders, sometimes these twists, while we focus on our breath, softens, melts any tension away, and come back to center. We'll do that again to the other side. Inhale, gather the awesome energy up towards the sky. Exhale, twist over to the other side. And again, depending how the neck muscles feel today, you can turn your chin right to the back shoulder or keep it more in a neutral position. Breathing in, breathing out. And come back to center. Again, shift around a little bit when you need to. We'll go into a side bend here for the sideways. So inhale your arms to your shoulders. Turn the left or right palm up towards the sky, and then exhale into a side seated bend here. Try to keep the right hip from lifting up off your mat. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping your gaze forward or turning your gaze up towards the sky, which will deepen the stretch of the lower back and the side hip. Exhale when you're ready and come back up to center. Relax your arms down and to the other side. Inhale the arms to the shoulders. Exhale, side bend, drawing the left arm now up and over. And maybe your arm is more comfortable, a little bend in the elbow. Your choice, or stretch the arm here. Try to relax the shoulder at the same time. And one more deep breath in, side ribs. Exhale, come back up to center. Lifting one shoulder up at a time towards your ears. Little movement between the shoulder blades. And then bring the shoulders in a forward motion. Good. Kind of rounding out around the upper back. Good. Now, when you're ready, make your way onto your hands and knees so that you come into tabletop. Making sure that your shoulders, elbows, and wrists are lined up. And your knees and your hips are stacked. Point your feet back so that the tops of your feet are pressing down on your mat. And we'll move into cat-cow sways to really warm up the back. Take a deep breath in neutral. And then as you exhale, round out the spine. Let your chin rest towards your chest. Hug your baby in towards your back. Inhale, slowly come through center. Tilt your head back. Feel as though you're lifting your tailbone towards the back of your head. Exhale, back into cat. Inhale, coming through center, through neutral into cow. Good, we'll do this for 3 more. Exhaling. Inhaling as you come forward. Good, and last one. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. Open your knees up to the corner edges of your mat. Slide your bum down towards your heels. Stretch your arms forward and come into resting child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths here in resting child's pose. Breathe in between your shoulder blades. Down your spine to your back. Breathing in. And exhaling. Take your time to slowly come back up onto all fours. Walk your knees back beneath your hips so you're back into tabletop. And we'll move through a couple of bird dogs. So this is really good for lower back and for core strength. So find your balance over towards your right side. Stretch one leg back, lift it up into the air, and then your opposite arm comes forward. Try to keep your gaze down in order to help you with your balance here. If you're finding you're a little bit wobbly, I find that it makes it a little bit easier to lower your back leg down and just help with the balance with that back foot. Exhale, come back to center. Lift your feet and shins up off your mat and just twist from side to side here. Feel that opening in the lower back. Good, and then we switch sides. Opposite leg behind you, lift the leg. Find your balance. Extend the opposite arm forward. Take a couple of breaths here, breathing in and out. Again, lowering the back leg and just letting your toes help you with your balance. Good. And slowly come back to center, shifting your legs from side to side. Lower your feet down and your shins down, curl your toes under, and just come into your first downward dog of the class here this evening. Pressing your heels down one at a time. Open your stance up as you need to, a little bit wider. Good, see if you can press one heel down and keep the other heel lifted and really get into that hamstring stretch. Maybe you feel it more in the calf region. Maybe you feel it right behind the knee. And then when you're ready, change sides. Good. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you're ready to exhale, lower your knees back down so you're back on hands and knees in tabletop. You can relax your feet here. And in fact, open your knees up a little bit wider. Thread the needle gets between the shoulder blades. So inhale, one arm opens up towards the sky. Exhale, Draw that arm behind your supporting arm and then slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Lower your head down and take 3 or 4 breaths here. Slowly pressing your hand into the earth and coming back up to center. Switch sides. Inhale up towards the sky with your arm. Exhale, thread the yarn behind your supporting arm. Lower right down towards the earth. Let your head rest down on your mat or slide your head between your mat and your head. And take 3 more breaths here. Slowly pressing back up to center and draw your knees back underneath your hips. Curl your toes under and sit back on your heels in toe stretch. You can reach down, spread out your toes. If you have a cushion, slide the cushion between your bum and your heels if you need to. From this position right here, open your arms up, away from your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and draw your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, float the arms back down towards your hips. And again, inhale. So integrating arm breath with toe stretch. Exhale, arms lower down. Changing it up a little bit. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together and bring your hands right through center into hands at the heart. One more time. Press your hands with your wrists flexed, fingers up towards the sky. Feel that stretch underneath your forearm. Open your palms up towards the sky. Inhale deeply, all the way up. Join your palms together. Exhale, bring your hands down towards your heart. And come forward onto your hands. Tap your toes here. Wiggle them, tap your feet rather, wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles. Okay, we'll move into lunges. You can either come up into downward facing dog and lunge, lifting one leg up in the air. Step the leg forward and come into your lunge, or if you're on your hands and knees, instead of coming into downward facing dog, just step one leg forward. So have your forward foot on the outside of your hands. Good. Take a couple of breaths here, breathing into the hip flexor. And then curl your toes under of the back leg. On your next exhale, lift the knee and press the heel back. And we'll do 2 more of these in a little sequence. So knee lowers. Exhale, press the heel back. And again, knee lowers down towards the earth. Press the heel back. Lower the knee down again and shift your weight back, shift your hips back. Flex your front foot and come into a hamstring stretch here. Breathing it in and out. Leaning forward, bending your front knee, placing your hands on your mat, pivot on your supporting knee, and stretch your leg along the long side edge of your mat. Inhale your arms up towards your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, exhale into half moon here. Again, another deep side stretch. Breathing it in and out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to lengthen the other side. So if you want a little bit of a challenge here in the glute region, with your hand or your fingertips supporting you down on your mat, you can lift that leg up. You can lower it. Keep it lowered on the floor. Lift it. And you can do a little lower, lift, lower, lift. Good. Let's see if we can keep it lifted for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. The foot down and come back up to center. Good. And then pivoting on your supporting knee so that you're ready to move onto the other side here. So again, from downward facing dog or from tabletop, pivot the other leg forward. Placing both hands on the inside of your forward foot. Lower the knee down. Good. Hug your belly away from your thigh in front. Take a couple of breaths here. Breathing into that front hip flexor. Alternatively, if your hands aren't feeling great or you can come up to a fist and make your hands into a fist and press them into the earth. Moving into lifting the knee, so feeling it a little bit deeper in the front hip flexor, and then lowering it. Press the heel back. Lower the knee. Last one, press the heel back. Lower the knee. You can keep the back foot toes curled under or point the toes back as we move into the front leg hamstring. Good. Try to lengthen the spine here and feel your bum drawing in a backwards motion. And then slowly draw your hands down towards the earth. Pivot on your supporting knee, lengthen the leg out to the side, and inhale your arms up towards your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, exhale towards the extended leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Breath in, exhale towards your other leg. You can look up towards the sky or keep your gaze forward. And come back to center. Lower your arms and bring your supporting leg in towards to be both underneath your hips. Turning to face the short edge side of your mat again. Take a couple breaths in downward dog or child's pose. Just breathing in, breathing out. So downward dog or child's pose or downward dog. If you are in downward dog, prepare to come up into, or if you're in child's pose, prepare to come up into downward facing dog. And then whatever's easiest for you, either walking your feet forward or walking your hands back towards your toes. Standing in your forward fold position. So prenatally, sometimes we're more comfortable with our arms resting on our thighs. If you're still comfortable to come into a full forward fold with your legs straightened, then just fold over with a little dangle from side to side. Maybe you hold your arms, bend the elbows, little rock from side to side. Try to really relax your head, neck, and shoulders here. And then slowly with a micro bend, Roll up one vertebra at a time. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale your shoulders down. Good. Once you come up to your standing position, place your hands on your hips and start making some circles with your hips. Standing with a fairly wide stance here. Bend your knees. Try to free up the pelvis. Good, and then back and forth. All right, let's try to do a figure 8. A little bit more coordination. Figure 8, opposite direction. Good, and then shake out your legs, shake out your arms, shake out your feet. All right, preparing to move into a couple standing postures. So standing at the top edge of your mat. Place your hands in Namaskar Mudra and close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths here. Take really nice big deep breaths, connecting to your baby. With your eyes still closed, we'll move into a couple breaths with our arms. So inhale your arms into a T. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Come back down through Namaskar Mudra. And again, inhale the arms, open into a T. All the way up towards the sky. Join your palms together. Exhale, hands at the heart. Preparing to step back with your front leg. Inhale your front leg up, and then exhale your leg back and open your arms into a T position. Preparing for down or for warrior 2. So take a deep breath in and exhale, bend into the front knee. Bend the front knee, try to keep the knee right over top of your ankle. Back leg is lengthened. Good. You can look over the front arm just past your middle finger or keep your gaze forward. Turn your front palm up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in and exhale, positive glitter into exalted warrior. If this knee needs to lengthen a little bit, lengthen it a little bit if you're finding your quad is starting to shake. If not, keep the front knee in a nice deep bend. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come back to center. Relax your arms down by your side. Pivot on your front foot. So both feet are now facing in towards the long side edge of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back and come into forward bend here. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you're ready, exhale, bending at the hip flexors. And then all the way down, stretch your arms away from your shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. And slowly make your way back. Bend your knees if that feels better in your lower back as you come back up to upright standing position. Relax your arms and rotate the shoulders. Good. Pivot your other foot. So you've changed sides now. Inhale your arms to your shoulders. Exhale into warrior two, bending that front knee. Your gaze is either forward or looking over your front hand. Good. If you need to, you can support your baby bump with your hands here. If you're feeling too much weight or too much weight is being carried forward for you, support your baby bump with your hands. Breathing in, breathing out. Exalted warrior, turn your front palm up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Coming into another side bend. Only going as deep as your body is saying yes for. Good. And slowly come back to center. Relax your arms down, straighten your leg, and walk your feet together. Good, shake out the legs. And then start moving into some hip circles. Feel the weight of transfer from one side to the other. Good, and a couple more. So these are going externally, rotating. Good, and back to center. Standing with your feet hip distance apart, inhale your arms up and over. And as you exhale your arms to the other side, bend your knees, round out your back, come down towards the earth. 3 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen and stretch up. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms across, and come back up. Switch sides. Inhale, bend your knees, flex at the hips, round out the back. Up, feel like a windmill. And last one. All the way up. Good, lower your arms and shake out your legs again. Good, coming to the top edge of your mat, step one leg forward and the other leg back. Moving into triangle or trikonasana posture. Inhale your arms to your shoulders. This time both legs stay straight, so we don't bend the knees, and we really engage your quads. So lift the muscles of your quads in towards the bones. Exhale, lengthen past your toe tips. Float the arm down towards your shin and your back hand on your hip. You can look down at your foot. You can look forward, or you can look up towards the sky. Now, if that feels okay in your body and your back, you want to move a little bit deeper. Lengthen your arm up towards the sky. Slowly come back up to center. Lower your arms. Rotate the shoulders. Switching sides. Inhale your arms to your shoulders. Exhale, lengthen past your toe tips. Lower your hand towards your shin, back hand on your hip. Either keep your gaze forward or look up towards the sky. Hug your quads in towards your leg bones. And then if you want, extend your arm into the air. Slowly make your way back up to center. Float your arms down. Walk your feet together. Shake out your legs. Okay, let's do some pelvic floor and glute strengthening squats. So bend the knees. Try to keep your knees stacked right over top of your ankles. Bum is just going back. Arms are going forward. Good. So just feel the strength of your quads here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold over. Round out your back and slowly roll back up to an upright standing position. We'll do that one more time. Bend your knees. Keep them right over, stacked right over top of your ankles. Buttocks back. Try to keep your spine lengthened and arms out in front or on your quads. Good. Breathe your baby. 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, folding forward. Good. Shake it out. And then roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale your shoulders down. Okay, let's find a little time to balance before we come down to seated postures. So find your balance on one leg and bring the opposite foot in towards your inner thigh. Have your hands resting on your hips. Namaskar Mudra, or arms open into a T, or tree pose. So your choice, find that dristi, your focus point. And then turn your knee in to face forward. Unfold the leg, lower it down, and bring it back. Shift your balance or your weight over to your other leg. Place your foot on the inside of your calf. And again, your choice for hand position on the hips. Namaskar Mudra, or open up into a glorious V. Find the focus. Find your breath. Alternatively, keep your foot down on the mat, just the ball of your foot and your toes. When you're ready, turn your knee to face forward, unfold it, and lower. Shake your legs, shake your feet, shake your arms, shake your hands. Coming down into your comfortable squat. So your feet will either be turned out a little bit or forward, depending how it feels in your hips. Lower your bum down towards the earth. Maybe your heels are lifted, maybe they're not. Good. Stretch your arms forward, and then with your upper arms, place them on the inside of your thigh or thighs and press back. Good. Connect your mind's eye to your pelvic floor and just feel a lift of the pelvic floor up towards your belly button, and then relax it. Lift the pelvic floor and relax. And again, lift your pelvic floor and relax. Slowly, with the help of your hands, lower your bum down and shake your legs out. All right, coming into a sort of in the yin practice, we call this deer posture. So one knee is bent, the foot is in towards your thigh and your back leg. Inhale your arms to your shoulders and exhale over towards the side. So lots of side bending today. So if this feels better to come forward and bring the shoulder forward, so for some of you it might feel better on your back. Or you can move the hand back and lengthen the spine here. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you just change sides. Lengthen the side, breathing into the side body. And then come back up to center. Unbend your back leg, unbend your front, and shake it out. Good, we'll do that on the other side, exact same hip stretch, side stretch. Inhale your arms away from your shoulders. Exhale over to one side, going forward. And again, if it feels better, bring your hand forward and this shoulder forward, your right shoulder forward, and take the stretch there. And then slowly change to exhale, opposite direction. Good, and come back to center. With whichever leg you have forward, we're going to move this right into pigeon. So stretch your back leg back towards the back edge of your mat. Square your hips off towards your front leg and the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you're ready, exhale, lowering your forearms down towards the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. You can rock your hips from side to side. Just notice how that feels in your lower back and in your buttock. When you're ready, begin to press yourself back up, pressing your hands in towards your mat, coming right up to your fingertips or pressing your palms down with your weight a little bit forward on your hands. Turn your chin over to one shoulder, and then turn your chin over to the other shoulder. And then come back to center. Draw the chin down towards your collarbone or towards your chest. And then lift your head up over top of your shoulders and tilt back. Good. And then slowly release over towards your hip. Shake your legs out. And we'll do the same stretch on the other side. Just squaring off your hips. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And as you're ready, exhale, lower down towards the earth. You can rest on your forearms here or stretch your whole body, resting your forehead right down on the mat or resting your forehead on your hands. Couple more deep breaths, breathing baby. Breathing into the lower back and the hips, little rock from side to side. And as you're ready, pressing your hands in towards the mat, coming back up. Looking over towards one shoulder. Over towards the other shoulder. Back to center. Release your chin towards your sternum. Lift your head back up to center and tilt back. And then come back to center. Slowly come out of the posture. Shake your legs out. And bring the soles of your feet together. Holding onto your feet or your ankles, rock on your bottom from side to side. You can keep rocking side to side as you bend at the hip flexors to come forward, or stop rocking, find your stillness, and then begin to release forward. And again, notice if this feels different than when we first started. You Feel a little bit of more flexibility in your lower back, combined with strength. And slowly come back up to center. Place your hands on the outside of your legs. Bring your legs together. Lean back on your hands and shake out your legs. Either sitting cross-legged, going to do a good, nice upper back and shoulder stretch, or you can come into a kneeling position. So whichever works well. Bring both arms out in front. Cross one elbow underneath the other elbow and bring your arms together, and then bring your palms together so that your palms are pressing against each other. Close your eyes. Take 3 or 4 deep breaths to the upper back, between the shoulder blades. Feel as though your shoulder blades are sliding down towards your hips and away. If you're carrying any stress up in the upper back. Exhale, release your arms. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears, soften them down your back. Good, and now we'll change sides, arms out in front. Change elbows, so the other elbow is crossed underneath. Rotate your arms together, rotate in the wrists and the hands, bring them together. You can press your hands against each other, which will induce a little bit more of a stretch between the shoulder blades. And nice deep breaths into the upper back and the shoulders. See if when you relax your chin towards your chest, does it feel a little bit deeper in the region, your upper back and shoulders? And 2 more deep breaths here. Good. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears, soften them down your back. Switching to a supine position onto your back, rolling onto your side, and then rolling onto your back. Hug both knees in towards your shoulders, and rock here from side to side on your back. Perhaps massaging between the shoulder blades, down your spine. Good, and then pressing both feet down onto the mat. Lengthen your arms here and see that your heels, your middle finger touches your heels. Good, and then press both palms down into the earth. Inhale, lift your hips away from the earth. Use your quads and press your feet down into the earth, into your mat. And then on your exhale, slowly lower your back down 1 vertebra at a time. Good, and again, press your feet into the earth. Use your quads, lift the hips up. Squeeze the buttocks. Squeeze those buttock muscles. Slowly lower down 1 vertebra at a time. And we'll do that again. Press your feet into the earth. Use your quads. Use your glutes. Good, and slowly lower down. Stretch your legs to the corner edges of your mat. Stretch your arms above your head. Take a big, deep stretch. Alternatively, if your back isn't comfortable anymore for lying on, you can lie on your side and take a big stretch here on the side. All right. Back to the back, we're going to do another little glute stretch. So we come up into our baby bridge. Make sure that it's just a few inches up off the mat. Press your hands into the earth and lift one foot up and try to keep your hips as steady as ever. So that's the supporting leg is really working here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your foot, lower your hips and your back. We'll try that one on the other side. So lift, change sides, lift the leg up, keep your hips steady for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your foot down, lower your back down. Take a break in between, either bringing the soles of your feet together or hug your knees in towards your shoulders or roll to your side. Just take a momentary break here, a little pause. Good, and then one more set of these baby bridges. Really pressing your feet into the earth, using your quads and your glutes. Press your arms and your palms down, lift. Now we're going to alternate side to side. So lift one leg, lower the foot down, but not the back. Change your weight, shift your weight, lift the other leg up. And side to side. If this is too much, then keep your back down. Lift one leg up, lower it, and shift. Lift the other leg up and lower it. So 2 different variations there. Try to find the steadiness of your hips as you lower and hold. We're not holding for very long. It's the shift of the weight, keeping those hips steady. Last one. And then lower your hips down. And again, butterfly, knees in towards your chest or shoulders, or lay onto your side. Preparing for a supine twist. With your knees starting out bent, lift your hips up and swing them over to one side, and then let your knees cascade down towards the other side. You can deepen your twist by bringing your knees up higher, or lessen the twist by having your knees lower, way lower, lower than your baby bump. Arms can be in a T or stretched out down by your side. Turn your head towards the opposite shoulder. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. And when you're ready, bring your feet back to center. Bring your hips back into neutral and hug your knees in towards your shoulders. Little rock from side to side. Preparing for the other side, plant your feet back down. Knees are bent. Shift your hips over to one side and then let your knees cascade down towards the other side. Again, arms open with your elbows bent or arms straight, whichever is most comfortable for you. Turning your head in the opposite direction of your knees if you want to deepen the twist. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to connect to your breath. Feel the opening in your ribs, making room for baby to grow. And when this feels full and complete for you, bring your knees back to center, swing your hips back to center as well, and hug your knees in towards your shoulders with a little rock from side to side. Good, preparing for your Shavasana. Rolling onto your side or taking your Shavasana on your back. If you have a pillow, hug your pillow in or place your pillow between your thighs. Close your eyes. Just allow yourself to tune in a little bit deeper into your body. Just feel a softening or a deeper sense of relaxation between your eyebrows. The thin skin surrounding your eyes, coming down the bridge of your nose. Relax your cheeks. Relax your mouth, your jaw, and your tongue. Coming down the rest of your body, releasing any tension you might be carrying in your upper back or shoulders. Coming down through the hips. Down your legs, your knees, all the way down to your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Just allow yourself to rest here for a little bit longer. When you hear the sound of my voice, I'll be bringing you back. Slowly come back. Begin to breathe your body and connect to your breath. Whether you're on your side or your back, begin to invite some little wiggles in your fingers and toes. And then begin to bend your arms, Stretch your legs. And slowly make your way back up to seated position. And when you do come back up to your seated position, place your hands on your baby bump. Just feel your breath once again, breathing your baby. Notice the in-breath and the out-breath. Send your baby loving kindness and gratitude for growing, moving, noticing baby's heartbeat, hiccups, little somersaults in different directions. And then bring your palms up to your heart center. Send your self-loving kindness and gratitude for showing up on your mat today. See yourself as strong, knowledgeable, capable mama to be. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you. And in your buttock,